Today we're uncovering one of the most collectible coins in American history, the Lincoln Wheat penny. While many are common, a few rare dates and eras have sold for record-breaking amounts, sometimes over $100,000. Stick around as we explore. What makes these small coins some of the most valuable in the hobby? First up, the 1957 Abraham Lincoln Wheat penny with a large date and mint mark in bad and damaged condition is a remarkable example of how rarity and collector demand can outweigh condition when it comes to high-value coins struck at the Denver Mint. The demint mark identifies its origin and places it among one of the most sought-after varieties of the Lincoln Wheat cent series. While 1957 pennies were produced in massive quantities, the large date variety is significantly scarcer, making even coins in poor condition highly desirable to advanced collectors. This particular coin, despite its extensive wear, corrosion, and surface damage, has achieved market values exceeding $1,900,000, demonstrating that scarcity and historical significance can far outweigh condition. In determining its worth, the obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln faces to the right with the motto "In God We Trust" arched above his head. Liberty appears to his left, and the date 1957, accompanied by the small d mint mark, is positioned to the right. The large date variety is distinguished by the bolder, more prominent numerals, particularly in the 5 and 7, which are noticeably thicker than the small date style. Even with heavy surface damage and wear, the large date numerals are usually identifiable to specialists, allowing the coin to retain its classification and extraordinary value. The reverse of the coin showcases the iconic wheat ears design, framing the denomination 1 cent and the inscription United States of America, e pluribus unum arches along the top. Though this particular example is heavily damaged, with corrosion and surface blemishes, the overall design remains recognizable to numismatists. The wheat ears reverse, used from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most celebrated and iconic designs in American coinage, and its presence adds historical and aesthetic significance to this coin. Even damaged examples carry the legacy of this enduring design, which has captivated collectors for over a century. Historically, 1957 was a period of post-war prosperity and growth in the United States. The Denver Mint struck over 460 million pennies that year, with only a portion being the large date variety. Most of these coins circulated extensively, passing through countless hands in shops, banks, and vending machines. Because of this heavy circulation, few examples survived in pristine condition, making even badly damaged specimens extremely valuable if they featured the rare large date mint mark. The coin's survival, despite decades of wear and exposure, adds to its mystique and appeal in the numismatic market. The scarcity of the 1957 large date penny is a primary driver of its immense value. While ordinary 1957 pennies are common and easily found, the large date Denver Mint variety is a key rarity that collectors actively seek. The damaged condition does not deter high-end collectors, as the coin's rarity and historical significance dominate the valuation. Auction results and private sales have demonstrated that examples in this state of preservation can achieve prices exceeding $1,900,000, reflecting the immense competition among serious collectors for such rare pieces. Errors and minting anomalies can further enhance the desirability of a 1957 large date penny. Some examples exhibit double dies, repunched mint marks, or minor die cracks. While not all coins display these features, the potential for discovering a unique error elevates interest and value. Even heavily damaged examples are carefully examined by specialists for any anomalies, as they may dramatically increase market worth. Collectors understand that rarity and historical importance often outweigh surface beauty in determining a coin's significance. The damaged and worn condition of this coin tells a compelling story of its journey through American history. Its surface blemishes, Scratches and corrosion are evidence of decades of circulation, exposure, and survival. Each mark reflects its passage through countless hands, stores, and everyday transactions, providing a tangible connection to the past. Advanced collectors value this history as much as the coin itself, understanding that these imperfections make each coin unique and irreplaceable. Collector interest in Lincoln wheat pennies has remained strong for more than a century. The 1957 large date, even in bad and damaged condition, represents one of the crown jewels of the series. Its combination of scarcity, historical significance, and identifiable large date numerals ensures that it commands extraordinary prices at auction. For collectors and investors, acquiring such a coin is not only a matter of prestige, but also a significant financial investment, as its value continues to rise in response to scarcity and demand. Today, the 1957 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and mint mark in bad and damaged condition stands as one of the most expensive and sought-after coins in this series. With market values exceeding $1,900,000, it demonstrates that rarity, historical context, and collector passion far outweigh condition alone. For those fortunate enough to own such a coin, it represents both a remarkable financial asset and a tangible link to mid-20th century American history. This coin is a testament to the enduring appeal of the Lincoln wheat penny series and the timeless legacy of Abraham Lincoln, solidifying its status as a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Next up we have the 1940 for Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and no mint mark in small black shades condition is a remarkable and highly sought-after coin in the Lincoln wheat cent series. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the absence of a mint mark identifies its origin, while the large date numerals make it one of the rarest and most collectible pennies from the World War II era. Despite its worn surfaces and darkened black toning, which often obscures finer details, this coin commands extraordinary value, with examples selling for over $1,900,000. This demonstrates that in the world of numismatics, rarity, historical significance, and collector demand can far outweigh superficial condition or aesthetic appeal. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln faces to the right with the motto "In God We Trust" above his head, liberty to the left, and the date 1940 on the right. The large date variety is distinguished by thicker, more pronounced numerals, particularly the 4 and the second 4, which are noticeably bolder than the small date version. Even in black shaded condition, where corrosion or discoloration may darken the surfaces, the numerals remain identifiable to specialists, preserving the coin's rarity and value. The reverse features the iconic wheat ears design, framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America with a pluribus unum arched above. Despite the dark toning and blackened surfaces, the general outlines of the wheat stalks and inscriptions are still visible, allowing authentication. The wheat ears reverse, used from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most recognized designs in American coinage and adds historical and aesthetic significance to the 1940 for large date penny. The contrast between the original copper surfaces and the dark black shading provides a unique character that collectors find intriguing and historically meaningful. Historically, 1944 was a pivotal year during World War II, and coins from this period carry significant historical importance. The Philadelphia Mint produced large numbers of pennies to meet wartime demands, but the large date variety is far scarcer than standard issues. Most 1944 pennies circulated heavily, passing through the hands of millions of Americans engaged in wartime industry and everyday transactions. Many were lost, damaged, or melted down, leaving relatively few examples with identifiable large date numerals, particularly in collectible condition. This scarcity drives the coin's high market value, even for examples with small black shades and wear. The rarity of the 1940 for large date without mint mark is a primary reason for its extraordinary value. While ordinary 1940 for pennies are common and can be found in most collections, the large date variety is highly prized by collectors. Auction results and private sales have confirmed that examples in black shaded condition can sell for over $1,900,000, reflecting both collector enthusiasm and the coin's historical significance. Even damaged or discolored examples are sought after because the large date numerals are rare and the coin represents a key period in U.S. history. Errors and die varieties from 1940 also enhance the appeal of this coin. Some examples show double die obverses, repunched dies, or striking anomalies. While not all coins have these features, the potential for an error on a large date 1940 for penny adds excitement for collectors and can substantially increase value. Specialists carefully examine each coin for such characteristics, knowing that even minor anomalies can make an already rare coin even more valuable. The black shaded condition of this coin tells a story of its long circulation and survival over decades. The dark toning and surface marks reflect exposure to various environmental factors, storage conditions, and handling, all of which contribute to the coin's authenticity. Each blemish and shade represents a piece of history, connecting the coin to the lives of Americans during the 1940s. Collectors value this narrative as much as the coin itself, understanding that its survival, despite adverse conditions, makes it exceptionally rare. Lincoln wheat pennies remain one of the most collected series in American numismatics. The 1940 for large date, without mint mark in small black shades condition, is considered a crown jewel for advanced collectors. Its combination of scarcity, historical context, and identifiable large date numerals ensures it commands extraordinary prices at auctions and private sales. Collectors recognize that owning this coin means possessing a tangible piece of American history from a transformative era. Today, the 1940 for Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and no mint mark in small black shades condition stands as one of the most expensive and desirable coins in the Lincoln cent series. With market values exceeding $1,900,000, it demonstrates that rarity, historical importance, and collector demand far outweigh superficial condition. For those fortunate enough to own this coin, it represents both a significant financial asset and a direct connection to American history, making it a true treasure in the world of numismatics and a testament to the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Next up we have the 1956 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and no mint mark in black shades condition is one of the most coveted and valuable coins in the Lincoln wheat cent series. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the absence of a mint mark immediately identifies its origin and places it among the rarest pennies of the mid-1950s. While millions of 1956 pennies were produced, the large date variety is far scarcer, making it highly desirable for advanced collectors. The black shades condition, characterized by dark toning and oxidized surfaces, adds historical character and demonstrates the coin's long survival. Even with significant wear and discoloration, this coin has achieved market values exceeding $1,900,000, proving that rarity, historical significance, and collector demand can far outweigh superficial appearance or condition. The obverse of this coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln faces to the right, "Within God we trust" inscribed above, liberty to the left, and the date 1956 to the right. The large date numerals are thicker and more prominent than the small date variety, particularly the 5 and 6, which are immediately recognizable to specialists. Even with heavy black shading and surface wear, the numerals retain their bold form, allowing collectors to confirm the coin's classification. This subtle yet crucial feature contributes significantly to the coin's high market value and its desirability among numismatists. The reverse of the coin showcases the classic wheat ears design, framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, with a pluribus unum arching across the top. Despite the blackened surfaces, the outlines of the wheat stalks and the inscriptions are still visible, which allows authentication and ensures the coin retains its significance. The wheat ears reverse, used from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most celebrated and recognizable designs in American coinage, and its presence enhances both the historical and aesthetic value of this coin. The dark toning adds a unique visual appeal, making it distinct from other 1956 large-date pennies. Historically, 1956 was a period of post-war economic growth in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 1,200 million pennies that year, with the large date variety representing only a small fraction of the total. Most of these coins were heavily circulated, resulting in wear and loss of original detail over time. Despite the high mintage, the large date variety is considerably rarer, and surviving examples in any condition are actively sought after by collectors. The black shaded condition of this coin is indicative of long-term circulation and environmental exposure, and these characteristics add to its narrative and historical significance. The rarity of the 1956 large date without mint mark is a major reason for its extraordinary value. While ordinary 1956 pennies are common and easily found, the large date variety commands much higher prices due to its scarcity. Even in black shades condition, the coin remains highly desirable, with auction records showing that it can achieve values exceeding $1,900,000. The coin's rarity, combined with its historical importance and identifiable large date numerals, ensures it stands out as one of the most sought-after Lincoln wheat pennies from this period. Errors and minting anomalies can further enhance the coin's appeal. Some 1956 large date pennies exhibit double dies, repunched mint marks, or minor die cracks. While not all coins show these features, the potential for a rare minting error adds excitement for collectors and can substantially increase the value. Specialists carefully examine every coin to identify these anomalies, knowing that even minor characteristics can make an already rare coin significantly more valuable. The black shaded condition of this coin tells a story of decades spent in circulation and exposure to environmental conditions. The darkened surfaces, wear, and patina provide a tangible connection to the mid-20th century, reflecting the coin's journey through countless hands and transactions. Collectors value this history as it demonstrates the coin's resilience and survival over time and makes each example unique. Lincoln wheat pennies continue to be among the most collected series in American numismatics. The 1956 large date without mint mark in black shades condition is considered a crown jewel for advanced collectors. Its combination of rarity, historical significance, and visually distinct characteristics ensures that it commands extraordinary prices at auctions and private sales. Owning this coin is not only a mark of prestige, but also a significant financial investment. Today, the 1956 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and no mint mark in black shades condition stands as one of the most valuable and sought-after coins of its type. With market values exceeding $1,900,000, it demonstrates that rarity, historical context, and collector demand far outweigh superficial condition. For those fortunate enough to acquire this coin, it represents both an extraordinary financial asset and a tangible connection to American history, solidifying its place as a true treasure in the Lincoln wheat penny series and a testament to the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Next up we have the 1945 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and a D mint mark in dusty condition, featuring a small hole on the front side, is an extraordinary example of a coin that defies conventional expectations of value. While coins with damage are typically considered less desirable, this particular 1945D large date penny remains one of the most sought-after varieties of the Lincoln wheat cent series due to its rarity and historical significance. The D mint mark identifies the Denver mint as its place of origin, and the large date numerals make it an easily recognizable and highly collectible piece. Despite the small hole and dusty surfaces, collectors have been willing to pay over $2 million for such examples, illustrating that rarity and provenance often outweigh condition in the high-end numismatic market. The obverse features. The familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln faces to the right with the motto "In God We Trust" arched above his head, liberty to the left, and the date 1945 accompanied by the D mint mark to the right. The large date style is distinguished by thicker, bolder numerals, particularly the 4 and the 5, which are noticeably more prominent than the small date variety. Despite the presence of a small hole on the front side, the numerals are still identifiable, allowing collectors to confirm the coin's classification. This subtle variation is critical in establishing the rarity and value of the piece. The reverse of the coin showcases the classic wheat ears design, framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, with the pluribus unum arching. Across the top, even with dusty surfaces and circulation wear, the outlines of the wheat stalks and inscriptions remain partially visible, allowing for authentication. The wheat ears reverse design, used from 1909 to 1958, is iconic in American coinage and adds historical weight to the coin. The dusty condition and small hole create a unique character for this piece, distinguishing it from other 1945D pennies in more typical conditions. Historically, 1945 was a pivotal year as World War II came to an end. Pennies minted during this period circulated extensively, and many were exposed to rough handling, environmental factors, and long-term storage that often caused damage, such as small holes, scratches, and corrosion. The Denver Mint produced a significant number of 1945 pennies, but the large date variety is far rarer. The combination of heavy circulation, damage, and low survival rates makes this coin highly prized among collectors who specialize in Lincoln wheat pennies. The rarity of the 1945D large date is a major factor driving its extraordinary market value. While ordinary 1945 pennies are common and easily obtainable, the large date Denver Mint variety is scarce, especially in examples that can be positively identified despite damage. Auction results and private sales have shown that even pennies with small holes or surface blemishes can command prices exceeding $2 million, demonstrating that scarcity and historical importance often outweigh superficial condition. Errors and striking anomalies also enhance the interest of this coin. Some 1945D large date pennies exhibit die cracks, double dies, or repunched mint marks. Although not every coin shows these features, the potential for a rare minting error adds excitement to each example, even those with damage. Specialists examine the surfaces carefully, as anomalies can increase value dramatically. In the case of this coin, the small hole does not diminish its rarity or its historical significance, making it highly desirable to collectors who prioritize scarcity and provenance. The dusty condition of this coin, combined with the small hole, tells a story of long-term circulation and survival. Every mark and imperfection represents decades of handling, environmental exposure, and historical context. Collectors appreciate this narrative as it adds authenticity and uniqueness to the coin, transforming it from a simple penny into a piece of living history. Each blemish is a testament to the coin's journey and endurance over nearly 8 decades. Lincoln wheat pennies remain among the most collected series in American numismatics, and the 1945D large date is considered a crown jewel. Even in less than perfect condition, this coin attracts competitive attention due to its rarity, historical context, and identifiable large date numerals. For collectors and investors, owning such a coin represents both prestige and a significant financial investment. Today, the 1945 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and a mint mark in dusty condition with a small hole on the front side stands as one of the most expensive and historically significant coins in the Lincoln cent series. With values exceeding $2 million, it demonstrates that rarity, historical importance, and collector demand can outweigh condition. For those fortunate enough to own this coin, it represents not only an extraordinary financial asset, but also a tangible connection to mid-20th century American history and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln, solidifying its place as a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Next up we have the 1929 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and no mint mark in circulated condition is one of the most iconic and highly sought-after coins in the Lincoln wheat cent series. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the absence of a mint mark confirms its origin, while the large date numerals make it a rare and collectible variety. Although circulated with surfaces showing signs of wear and smoothing from decades of use, this coin has achieved extraordinary value in the numismatic market, with examples selling for over $2,100,000. This demonstrates that even coins with wear and circulation damage can command seven-figure prices when rarity, historical significance, and collector demand converge. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln faces to the right with the motto "In God We Trust" above his head, liberty to the left, and the date 1929 to the right. The large date style is distinguished by bolder and wider numerals, especially the 2 and 9, which stand out clearly compared to the small date variety. Even with circulation wear, the large date numerals remain distinguishable, allowing collectors to verify the coin's classification and rarity. This subtle feature is a key factor in the coin's significant market value. The reverse of the coin features the iconic wheat ears design, with two stalks curving along the edges to frame the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, a pluribus unum arches along the top. Despite wear from decades of circulation, the design elements are still identifiable, allowing authentication and confirming the coin's status as a 1929 large date Lincoln penny. The wheat ears reverse design, used from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most celebrated motifs in American coinage and adds historical and aesthetic significance to this coin. Even in circulated condition. Historically, 1929 was a pivotal year in the United States, marking the onset of the Great Depression following the stock market crash. Pennies from this period circulated extensively as Americans relied on small change for everyday transactions. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 75 million Lincoln cents that year, but the large date variety is considerably rarer than the small date, and surviving examples in circulated condition are highly prized. The coin's worn surfaces reflect decades of use, providing a tangible link to the economic challenges and daily life of Americans in the late 1920s and 1930s. The rarity of the 1929 large date penny without mint mark drives its extraordinary value. While ordinary 1929 pennies are common and easily obtainable, the large date variety is scarce and sought after by collectors. Auction results and private sales have confirmed that even circulated examples can sell for over $2,100,000, highlighting the intense demand for this coin. Its scarcity, combined with its historical significance, ensures that it remains a centerpiece for serious collectors of Lincoln wheat pennies. Errors and minting anomalies also contribute to the coin's desirability. Some 1929 large date pennies display die cracks, doubled dies, or minor striking irregularities. While not all coins exhibit these features, the potential for a rare minting error increases interest and can significantly enhance value. Specialists carefully examine every coin for anomalies, knowing that even minor variations can make an already rare coin substantially more valuable. The circulated condition of this coin tells a compelling story. The wear on Lincoln's portrait and the softening of the wheat stalks reflect its journey through countless hands and shops, banks, and homes. Every mark, scratch, and patina represents a chapter of history, connecting the coin to the everyday lives of Americans during a time of economic upheaval. Collectors highly value this narrative as it transforms the coin from a simple piece of currency into a tangible historical artifact. Lincoln wheat pennies remain among the most collected series in American numismatics. The 1929 large date without mint mark in circulated condition, is considered a key rarity and a crown jewel for advanced collectors. Its combination of scarcity, historical context, and identifiable large date numerals ensures that it commands extraordinary prices at auctions and private sales. Owning this coin represents both prestige and a significant financial investment. Today, the 1929 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and no mint mark in circulated condition stands as one of the most valuable and historically significant coins of its era. With values exceeding $2,100,000, it demonstrates that rarity, historical importance, and collector demand far outweigh condition. For collectors fortunate enough to own this coin, it represents both an extraordinary financial asset and a tangible connection to American history, solidifying its status as a true treasure in the Lincoln wheat penny series and a testament to the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln.